Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. The night passes. The squawks from the jungle continue all night long. Your sleep is broken intermittently by maybe the sound of an approaching Allosaurus. Maybe its raptors come back. Maybe the ghost woman is here for your soul. But at no point do any of these things disturb you. However, it is sort of an uneasy night. I would like my two spellcasters to make me a really good I'm able to rest despite waking up all the time. That sounds like a con check.
Con or will, I feel.
Unlucky.
Oh,
I
shit.
have a plus 15 to that too.
Unlucky.
Sorry.
Wacky fucking rules.
PotatoMcWhiskey, you can regain your spells. You're able to recover enough. But Nilrum, the constant disturbance, the weird spirits nearby, they shake you. They disrupt your sleep patterns enough that by the time morning comes around, you're still not fully rested. If you would like to,
spells, though.
You still have your previous spells. If you would like to try and continue to rest, you can delay the party by another half day or so to try and make another con check and get the rest you need.
If I were to give him just spell fatigue, wouldn't make him sleep easier, would it?
No, because this is a mental
If the party's
thing.
down, Nilrum will try and push for that. I think it's pretty important that he has his magic missiles, but if the party doesn't want to, I'm completely fine pushing on. I have everything but magic missiles, so I'll be useless in combat.
You were in a rush yesterday. Now you want to wait?
I was in a rush to get to bed, Captain, to get my spells. It's up to you. That doesn't affect me too much. Just know if we go now, I won't be useful in combat at all. And if there's anything with magical need, I don't have detect magic.
I think our wizard is important enough that it may be worth it to delay half a day.
Yeah. We can wait.
You know what it's like on the boat, Captain. When one of the rowers hasn't slept, he holds everyone else back.
I get it. Yeah, we can wait, Norum. Get some sleep. Now the sun's risen, maybe you can summon your courage.
Con?
Yes, sir. There you go. You spend another half day getting some rest, and you can get your spells.
Can I do the trick where I cast an armor spell on Captain Winters since he needs it now, and then relearn?
Or I don't think we have been using that. I don't think that rule's come up yet, and I want to move away from that.
Get away from it? That's fair.
It's creates too much of a logistical nightmare.
Okay, I'm going to take one magic missile. Do you want armor, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Do you think we need detect magic? We probably do. All right.
Take it.
One magic missile, one detect magic, one armor. I expend the armor spell.
Come on,
I was going to say, I would speak to the party as well about what spells I would take, because I could also take detect magic and stuff like that.
That's true, yeah. Magic missile might be better than one of Sale's spells.
If you can take detect magic, then yeah, and I'll take 2 magic missiles.
Yeah, so the entangle I cast yesterday, I'll replace with a detect magic. And I'd also like to talk to the party about which 3rd level spell should I take, because I have accelerate healing, call lightning, create food and water, detect spirits, dispel magic, extra dimensional detection, feign death, hold poison, invisibility, purge, no customs, line of protection, locate object, melded to stone, miscast magic.
Invisibility?
Invisibility purge.
Maybe hold poison, if you don't know what else to do. I mean, we are in a jungle.
True. Take that.
There's a lot of save or die poison in 2nd edition.
My cleric always has hold poison, just once. Yeah, just once.
I'll take hold poison.
Okay. Our party heads for the waterfall. You pass behind it, past the deafening sound of roaring water, the mist and moisture from it sort of soaking through everything. Even though you don't pass through water directly, you all come away sort of wet on the outsides. And then it's time for the switchback,
Before we left, could Nilrum do something really quick?
Totally. Yeah.
He's going to go over to the offering shrine where the lady was, and he's going to leave 2 gold pieces and some tobacco and his pipe, and just say, I've been looking for many years for the Fountain of Youth. Take this offering, and if you have any knowledge, when we come back, please leave me a sign or some way to pass it on. And then he'll leave his oversized pipe that he stole from the guy he killed in the street, and his tobacco.
Ah, yes.
And 2 gold pieces.
You leave the offerings, you say the words. You hope that when you come back, there will be some sign of them.
Something.
And then the party goes. You pass the waterfall. You get to the switchback. It's a long climb up. Part of it is not much of a problem. And then you can see that there's going to be a place where you're going to have to, like, side by side, scramble back and forth. It will be a dex check at +4 to make it up this, because it will be slick. It will be fairly narrow. If you are encumbered past basic, you will take an additional cumulative 1 penalty. So at light encumbrance, it's a -1. At moderate encumbrance, it's a -2. At heavy encumbrance, it's -3.
Well, how do we want to do this? Because, like, I'm carrying my rations on me. Can...
I could take some off you.
Yeah.
I could. Can I ferry people's stuff across? 1 bag at a time, and I'll do multiple
seems
checks
fair.
going back across.
If you would like to sort of be the mule to move everything up and then bring the party up, or, you know, bring the party up and then move things, that is totally fine. Since you are a rogue, you will get a you can do a climb walls check, and if that fails, you can resort to the regular dex check that I'm asking people to make.
Sound. So what kind of penalty do I have? I'm medium encumbered with my own bag, so I'm assuming I'm going to be medium encumbered with everyone's bag, and I'll do 1 trip per bag.
Yeah, you're getting +4 as well.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you
But
have to roll a natural 1 to fail.
I'm getting +4, but I'm getting -2 for being medium encumbered, Neil.
Yes.
So you have to roll
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So yeah, but how does that impact my climbing check? to -2?
Those are 5% penalties when it comes to your climb walls check.
so it's
so
a plus
-10.
10% to my climb walls.
Yeah.
Overall. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so how many do I have to make?
There are 4 bags, so 4 checks. I guess you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any
should've taken a
cumulative
moment to help
benefits?
you.
You're already not going to fail this.
No, because there really should be 8 checks because you're going up and down, and I'm just gonna say let's do
Okay.
4. That's a cumulative
All
benefit.
right, so
Ooh, hold on, let me get
just
a
going to
stupid
give
map
myself an
page.
extra 10 on this. So there's 4 climb walls, and if any of these fail, I do a dex check, right?
Yes. Should be easy for you.
Yep.
All right, there you go. Path
then
is
you
not
want
too
us to go.
difficult. The rest of you go ahead and make me dex checks at +4 now that you're all completely unencumbered. And let's hope no one fails. 21 is a pass.
Oof.
18. Ooh, we'll get to you in just a moment.
It's unlucky, man.
It really is.
Sorry, what
That
are
is
we rolling?
unlucky.
Dex?
Dex at
Plus
4.
4.
Yeah, no problem. So Nilrum the Wizard is moving hand over hand past one of these switches. And I guess we're going to take the marching order that you guys are in right now. So PotatoMcWhiskey's ahead. MrMouton's right behind him. PokemonChallenges is right behind him. And so you're all shuffling along. And at some point, MrMouton slips. The area that you're grabbing onto is like wet and slick from all the waterfall moisture. And you put your hand on it and just like it slips just too far off. And you begin to fall. Now, first things first, the people on either side of you. If either one of you want to make a desperate save to try and grab him, you can. But if you fuck it up, then you might fall as well. Or you can leave him to his own fate.
I
No.
will not let him fall.
Well,
Make a
there's
die
just
for him.
one person on either side of him, right? It's Potato or Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Right,
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him and I'm going to like actually jump off and throw him into the wall and then cast Wind Column on myself.
Oh. So you're going to sacrifice yourself to push him closer to the wall and then
Yeah.
wind column yourself to the ground. That is...
Pretty cool.
Oh wait, would there be enough wind here? Oh, that actually might not be the move. Let me think about
Splash.
that.
wind column...
Oh, let me.
I mean, Archie's going to be the best person to do it. He's got high strength and dex, so no matter what the check is.
True.
That's true. Probably I'll let him try first.
well,
do
there's no like, you know, you can go first and then me because this is happening instantaneously. So this is like your gut. Are you gonna do it or are you gonna not do it? 100%
thinks about
commitment
it.
right now.
Does Archie go?
Archie?
Archie's the loyal one. He's the one who wouldn't leave a crew member behind. He would be the first one to stick his arm out.
Solid.
All right, Archie, give me an attack roll to grab his hand. Now, luckily, you're a pugilist, so you get to make your regular punch attack as like a grab attack against him. You easily grab him. Now, pass me a strength check to hold on to the wall and hold his weight.
Nailed it.
You got him, Archie. You got him.
I would have followed through because that would have been my instinct. Would be to like jump off because I know I could survive the fall.
Great. So then you're also like going to grab hold of him. You would be. I would be asking you to make me a dex check for you because all you need to do is like touch him to push him forward. You're not needing to like grab and hold. Yeah. So you would grab him and start to shove him, but with Archie pulling him, give me a second dex check to see if you commit to the fall or if you can recover because you don't need to push off him quite so much. And you do commit to the fall. You shove him to the wall as Archie pulls him forward and you tumble backwards. But you have wind column.
Yep.
Creates a...
Back to the spell.
Yes,
Basically,
please.
I can avoid falling damage.
Can you put it into chat for us?
Yep.
Excellent. Spell is most effective in areas of regions where a strong breeze is available, such as the heights of a mountain range, the mast of a ship at sea, areas of dead calm air. It's much more difficult. Well, here we are next to a 100-foot wall with a waterfall. And if you've been near a waterfall, there are strong gusts of wind created by the power of the water coming down and pushing things up and everywhere. So the wind column like pushes you from the back as you tumble, and you can just like regrip the wall. Additionally, it'll last for another 10 minutes. So with the wall, with the wind pushing you guys from behind, as an added force, you can scramble the rest of the way up the mountain, down but one spell.
Is Sail easily able to loop back around and get up?
Yeah, I'm saying the wind column has pushed him to, like, if he pushes off the wall and begins to fall, the wind column, like, rightens him, and he just grips
Sweet.
back up.
All right.
Okay. You make it to the top of the cliff, and there is a path. And it winds in the direction of the butte, which is quite tall and easily seeable from here. And it just, off of that way. You're going to have to cross a river at some point, and who knows what else you'll face.
So we lost half of our day waiting. Have we still got light?
Oh, yeah. It takes you maybe half an hour to get to the top of this area. Not at all hard.
All right. Let's follow the path. Keep a lookout for more traps. It's unlikely, but you never know.
Who's in the lead? Who wants to make me the perception check?
Well, I'm always in the lead, but I've got the worst perception, so...
Ah, it's beautiful. I love this combination.
Yeah. Easy. 24.
You will spot a human footprint on the path in front of you, maybe 2 hours later, middle of the afternoon right now, and you can call a halt to the party as there is a clearly human or humanoid footprint. Toes and all, no shoes. Yeah.
Hold, guys. Come take a look at this. Somebody walking around here without any boots on.
Does it look like an adult footprint?
Yes.
Are we now, like, near the butte, or are we, like, in the thick of the jungle?
You are in the thick of the jungle. Every now and then when the canopy clears a little bit, you can see it rising hundreds of feet into the air, but you're many miles from it.
This is a bit strange.
My guess is the ghost that I spoke to last night. Well, I say spoke to. She didn't do much talking. When I asked her, is the person who is alive around here is dear to her, she nodded in agreement. So I assume that this is some relative to her, or simply a worshipper that she enjoys the company of at that shrine, who lives in this area. That would be my assumption.
Not related to whatever's on the mountain, then.
I don't know about that. It could be, but I know it's definitely related to the shrine that we saw and the ghost.
Well, whoever this person is, I'm not sure that it's that important for us to speak to him. I don't think we should go shouting out in the jungle for him. I think we should just keep moving.
Oh, it depends on how dangerous or useful they can be.
Some
We should definitely
backwoods
keep an eye out.
hunter guy? Yeah. Keep an eye out for him, but Mr. probably doesn't even speak our language, or I'm not sure what use this person's going to be. Who knows? We might attract more dinosaurs if we go calling out for them.
That's true. I agree. Although I have heard tales of like feral children living in jungles who grow up to become, I think the word they use is king of the jungle.
Could be, perhaps. Maybe he's out there killing more of those dinosaurs as we speak. But yeah, let's keep moving.
Oh, wow. Maybe 100 feet in front of you, there's a couple more footsteps, and then they sort of like disappear. The ground gets a little bit too hard packed for them. You see half of a footstep and some soft ground on the side of the trail again, but it's gone again. And then around a bend, you see what appears to be a leather bag made out of some local animal hide. It looks sort of like the hide of one of those raptors that you saw earlier, sort of a greenish hide where you could see there used to be feathers stuck into it. Sitting in the middle of the path, seemingly dropped or discarded by someone walking with it.
I point to that. That's a trap. So call out to the guy and explain, the deity stuff.
Yeah, I'll shout out follower of. Oh God, what was his name? Agapa. Follower of Agapa. We mean you no harm. I've spoken to the priestess at the temple and promised her that we would not harm you.
Wait.
Oh my God. Natural 20. Standing up from either side of the path in front of you are 3 figures. On each side there are 3 figures, so 6 total. They are wearing not much in the way of clothing, just sort of a light bandolier across their chest in which you can see a bunch of little feathered darts. They hold blowguns in one hand. A couple of them hold axes in the other. Their clothing is limited to like loincloths with some like leather knee pads strapped on as well. And they gaze at the one who speaks, claiming to have seen or spoken to the priestess. There's no way an outsider could know that there was a priestess at that temple unless you had spoken to her. So they immediately reveal themselves to you. And one of them calls out, "You, stranger from a strange land, how have you spoken with our wise woman? She's been dead many generations. How do you speak with her?"
I'll bow, and I'll say, I am a cleric, a holy man, and I can speak with other clerics of many deities, and we come here in peace to investigate this land.
They move onto the path in front of you, and each of them takes a knee in turn until you just have a line of 6 figures kneeling on one knee down, one knee up, heads bowed before you.
Wow, Sail, hey, good job.
Ask him what's in the
bag. What's in the bag? I assume it's a trap for outsiders.
Yes.
I'll nod at Neal. Well done. Good call.
Well,
ask them if they know what's at the top of the mountain.
Do you know what's at the top of the mountain? Who are you? Who are your people? How long have you lived here? What is your purpose?
We are what remains of those who fled the terror of the White Prince, calls the leader.
I'll pull out the Kaiser book and show it to him.
They venture a look up when they hear you shuffling around in your bag, and his eyes go wide when he sees you pull out the Kaiser family crest on the book. He gets to his feet and stumbles forward, hand shaking, reaching for it.
I'll hand it to him.
The book opens, it flips through, he's not even reading the words, just flipping through the pages real quick, and then closes it and gingerly hands it back to you. You sent by the gods.
I don't know about that, but we've seen the horrors that the White Prince has caused on Sulfur Island.
Yes.
I'm sorry for you and your people.
And we've come to help avenge your people against the White Prince. At least, if you would be our friends.
They immediately drop to both knees this time and press their heads to the ground. You've spoken to their ancient dead cleric. You bring with you the book of the family they once served, their rallying cry against the White Prince. These people are not only impressed by you, they are in awe of you. quickly you are invited back to their village. The route there is long, but they know the ways of the woods that can make it shorter and more quick.
Wait,
And
which
they will
village?
take you.
I asked before we go. Are we going up the mountain, or are we going back to
The mountain.
No,
where we
no.
were
There's
before?
another village between here and the mountain where most of us live.
Okay. What is at the top of the mountain?
The holdout.
Hold out of whom?
The last stand. For when the White Prince returns, and he will, it is our last point of defense.
We met your lord, I think, inside the keep when we were pushed in there by, well, you know. Who leads you now?
Lady Kaiser. Of course. Family still rules.
Anon.
Well, she was but a
your
child
lord was-
when the White Prince came. Now
Your lord
she
was
is
turned
ancient.
into a revenant, if you know what that is.
His soul could not find rest.
It's found it now, though.
We handled that.
We gave him peace.
Not before he took a chunk of my arm. And throat and leg.
They seem pleased by this news, that he could not find rest and he waited in the castle to fight off any invaders. There's nods of approval, like, yeah, good job. Good job.
Based, yeah.
Well done.
Seda, we'll come with you to your village. We were planning to head up to the holdout. Are we welcome?
Yes.
Good.
They all say.
Good. Then we shall travel with you, eat with you. My name's John. We have a ship. I'm the captain. This is my crew. Neal, Archie, Sail.
The one who spoke
Salute.
first steps forward and reaches out a hand to you. I am Link. I
Nice
am
to meet you,
the
Link.
leader of our hunting party.
Very good. Well, it's good to me. It's nice to find some people that feel the same way about the White Prince that we do.
And quickly, wordlessly, they will fall in a single file line and lead you with them. The path continues forward, and after half a mile, they veer off the path through some bush, very carefully bending back branches, like very gingerly to make sure that they don't snap anything. And they'll like hold the branches for you as you pass so that you don't accidentally reveal this side trail. It cuts through another couple 100 feet of jungle before coming to another path. Which is lined with logs, crosses streams and rivers with little bridges, and before nightfall, you will find yourself in a small jungle village out in the middle of this area. There's maybe 700 people here, all similarly dressed with very light, loose clothing because it's always hot and oppressive here in the jungle heat.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
whisper to the captain out of earshot of everybody. Captain, we might have fucked him a little bit. Remember when we were doing the flags and you signed Sulfur Island Remembers? The White Prince very well may come back.
Well, if it does, it's part of their prophecy anyway, so
I know.
it's fine.
They will
Can't
bring
say
you
we'll be,
food. They will bring you
Like a feast, or is this like a...
Oh yes, they will feast
Okay.
with you. They will bring you
Amazing.
raptors on long stakes. They will bring you sort of jungle juice wine that they've been able to brew out here, and they will use their percussion and woodwind instruments to provide you with music and dance. I'm going to find.
Hey, what?
How do you
Sail.
feel about this, Milram?
Are we seated
Are we
alone? Could we have
barred?
like a private? Oh, sorry.
How does
he's
Milram
asking
feel
if these are
about this?
bards. No one refrains from dancing. He will eat though, but he will.
Wait, does Neal just hate like career bards, or does he just hate anyone that plays any instrument?
Noam just doesn't like music very much, and
Doesn't
he
like music.
actually doesn't like dancing at all. One of his
Yeah.
big character traits. Nick once told me, he's like, the way I make characters is I pick a character trait about myself and then I amplify it. I hate
it.
dancing, so this is gonna be one of the character traits that I amplify in Nilram, is that like Nilram just doesn't dance. He's not a dancer.
Doesn't sound like
You just gotta-
fun and good game.
You got to funnel that anger that you feel
Yeah.
when you see people dancing in real life and times it by 10.
Yeah, Nilram enjoys killing people, murdering people, and torturing people. He does not enjoy dancing. So
Which of
you're
your
amplifying
real
your
life
character
character traits are-
you pick a few. You don't pick them all, okay?
Very refined tastes there.
Yeah.
I mean, never to
Alright.
piss off MrMouton.
No, you don't pick them all. You just pick a few, and you build a character out of it. Let's keep going.
As I'm
Right.
eating the raptor, I say to Sal, tell you what, Sal, I was dubious at first, but this stuff tastes great. I mean, no offense. They've obviously got more practice with it. It tastes much better than when you cooked it. Kind of tastes
Yeah,
like
big
chicken, but a
chicken.
bit more...
Yeah.
A bit
more
tougher,
gamey.
a bit more gamey, though, yeah. It's nice, you know?
I
Chicken
assume
can be a
we're-
bit bland.
We're able to have like a semi-private conversation here, like we're kind of sitting on our own.
Yeah,
Um,
there's like a large fire in the middle, and everyone is seated in a single ring all the way around it. So the four of you are like in one contiguous ring, and then there's the other people of the village, and then there's the people around that are bringing supplies or playing music, or the people inside the ring that are doing the dancing.
Yeah, so I'll respond and I'll say, yeah, it's really, really good. If I had enough practice, I could probably do it this well. And then I'll kind of speak a little bit softer and more quietly, like, this isn't what we were expecting. Is there a way we can turn it to our advantage?
Well, I didn't really feel like stealing from these people. I don't suppose they'd have much. Anyway. Maybe they can show us a way up there.
Maybe. Maybe they could be allies. Maybe we could trade with them. Maybe we could
Well,
help
I
them.
mean-
Maybe they could help us.
Are there more than 6? How many people are in the village now?
I think I said 500?
You
Oh,
said-
shit.
600 people. Yeah, it's a bunch of people.
Oh, well, that's pretty great, yeah. I don't see why not. We could trade with them, maybe?
I'll also nod to Nilram and say, weren't you looking for an apprentice? Maybe you'll find a good one here who would be loyal, who hates the White Prince and would be willing to work with us.
Their old wizard might still be here, unironically. Every great house has a wizard. Could be useful. However, fuck Wiley. I'm not taking any apprentices right now. I was
tell
an
you what,
apprentice
though.
not too long ago. I don't want to fuck with that.
Maybe they wouldn't want to do it. Might bring the ire of the White Prince. But what if we could clear the town out of those skeletons somehow? They could reclaim their city.
I think that is one of the only things that's protecting them. If they wanted to clear it out, I'd point to the 500 people. They could have done it by now.
Not without losses.
True.
Captain, they could have done it.
I think Nilram is right. The existence of those skeletons acts as a shield that protects them from the ire of the White Prince,
Probably because the White Prince doesn't know they're still here.
or doesn't care.
One
Yeah.
or the other. Gnome will kind of get up. He wants to return the Kaiser family book to the daughter. This is her rightful book. She should see her father and her mother's last moments. Like, this has all of the history of the entire family, so he's gonna go and try and find her. Ask about.
Yes. Link will tell you that the daughter of the Kaiser family lives atop the butte in the last holdout, in the redoubt above. That is her place. That is where the watch is kept, and that is where a few people always reside, keeping an
What's her
eye
name?
out. Her
Gotta be
name.
Zelda or we riot.
We'll get ready your pitchforks and torches because her name is Pack.
Ah,
P-A-K-K. Pack.
I nod. This belongs to Pack. We should bring it
Well-
to her post haste tomorrow. Yes.
we'll take it to her, yeah. Say, Link, you guys out here, you need anything, to trade? I don't know if you have gold or silver, but we could stop by from time to time, bring you anything you need.
We could leave it at the base of the waterfall for you.
He picks up his hatchet and shows it to you, and you can see that it's old. It's been sort of like resharpened, but it appears that they do not have the right tools to do it because it's not that great. It's clearly like dented and kinked in different places, or chinked in different places. It's seen better days. Link will say, when we moved up here, we had to abandon... Well, our ancestors had to abandon the smithies, the forges. These words I say without knowing truly what they mean. Our metalworking has been lost. Fine metal weapons we could use.
Do you have
Do that.
we can get that for you. Yeah, we might even bring you a blacksmith.
But wait. Link, you got gold though, silver. Something to trade.
We maintained the bits of coin, he says, and looks around and like yells at someone to bring him his bag. The little kid comes running. She drops off a large bag at Link's feet, and he will pull out, a handful of coins, silver, copper, 1 gold even, and hands it out for you.
All right, I look around the party, nodding. Okay, that sounds good. What do you want? Hatchets? You want swords or
Hatchets.
hatchets, knives,
Spears,
machetes, scimitars?
Bring him a blacksmith, Captain.
Bring a blacksmith. How are you going to convince a blacksmith to come and live out here? And how are you going to build a forge in a place like this?
Just like we convinced the other 2 people who came to live with us. He gives you a wink.
Yeah. Let's
They would approve.
yeah.
But I had another question before you rudely cut in, Captain, and tried to make a deal with my friend Link here.
Sure.
What happened to your wizard and cleric?
The same things that happens to all men, save the White Prince himself.
I nod. What about his stuff? His library? Do you...
Points to the butte.
Big.
Amazing. All right. Well, Link, I have to say thank you for your hospitality and for leading us here. It's great to meet someone who sees the White Prince the same way as we do. And it's good to know that there are still survivors on the island here. We were distraught when we read about what had happened. We'll travel to the Outlook. We'll speak with Pack, and if she'll allow us, Nilram here may look into the treasures of your wizards, see if there's anything we could use in our quest to rid ourselves of the White Prince. And then sometime later we'll return with hatchets, machetes, spears.
We see his flags on ships that sail by. We understand that the White Prince now rules the world. Is this true?
Not the world, just these islands, the Dardanelles.
He rules the Dardanelles.
He shrugs
Where I
like,
come
yeah, same. That's the world. Yeah.
It's not
Nah, it's not. Listen, I lived my whole life out somewhere else. Barely even heard of the guy.
Actually, we hadn't heard of the guy at all.
Well, I'd heard of him, but not really. Just thought he was some other king. I didn't realize this was some sort of cleric king living forever. Whole thing's very suspicious. Say, anyone alive here from when it happened, or do you have any records of what happened? How did the skeletons get here?
Pack was the little
Pack.
girl when the White Prince came. She fled up the mountainside in care of her wizard brought her, as well as armed guards.
We should
Let's sleep and see him tomorrow.
yeah. Is there
She's
a path?
very old now. Very old.
I
Of
nod.
course.
Does she have kin to take over?
He shakes his head. She is the last of the Kaiser line.
Sad.
Sad. Sad indeed.
Who will lead then once she's passed? You?
No. Another. Someone to be appointed by her when the time comes.
I see.
Give
And
Captain a wink. Me.
yeah, you wish. Is there a path up that Link? Can you show us tomorrow the way there?
He nods. I will show you.
Very well.
Do they have Christmas in Arcadia?
I will.
There's a Yuletide festival to mark the onset of winter. Winter
There's no
Solstice
fat
Festival.
man in a suit, though. Yeah.
No, there's no fat man in a suit. And yet, even still, in this universe, they know Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
You know what's gonna come? That fat man
even
in a
they
suit.
know, Moot.
I'm gonna get Fly. He's gonna stuff himself, and he's gonna give kids presents during the
Oh my god.
holidays. You know.
Amazing.
As we are going back to our rooms to sleep or wherever it is we're sleeping, I will pull Link aside and hand him one of my daggers. A gift. Here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, he says.
For friendship. I'll bring more. Maybe better weapons for what you need, but hopefully this will help you in the meantime.
He thinks for a moment and will dart off into one of his tent and bring out a blowgun with 10 darts.
Amazing.
And hand them over to you.
Absolutely.
That's
so good. Yeah.
No one might steal it from you.
But also, Link would really, really like to talk to Sail. Sail, who has seen the priestess. Sail, who knows more than anyone could possibly know. Link and the others have many questions for you. What does the priestess look like? How does she feel? What does she think of what has happened? Most of the questions you have absolutely no idea the answers to. So how would you like to approach this when they are bombarding you with things you don't know and clearly will trust any word that you say? Do you tell them the truth, or do you spin your own tale?
Ooh, that's a tough one, because my initial instinct would be, I was like, I'll promise when we leave, I can show them the priestess myself. And then I was like, maybe not the best idea considering her reaction to me. I think lying is dangerous, so I think maybe a little bit of embellishment is probably the way I'll go.
Well,
so what were the questions again?
Oh, they're also like, how is she doing? What is she like? What does she look like? What did she tell you? Is she still, looking out for us? Does she still protect us? Just every sort of every conceivable question about an interaction you might have had with a dead person. And you can sort of, at this point, tell them whatever you want. So what would you tell them about your interactions and relationship with the priestess?
I'll be frank. I'll describe the priestess. I'll describe her demeanor accurately. I'll say that she was. I assume she was kind of somber because she basically lives in a broken temple that is, barely maintained and probably rarely worshipped at. And she can't really help her congregation too much aside from spiritual help from beyond the grave. I will say she was hesitant to accept outsiders, which makes sense considering how outsiders have caused you guys so much trouble. But she did make a compact with me, a peace agreement, however reluctantly, because I'm an outsider. And it seemed that she was willing to accept my help and offer help in turn, which is why I came here peacefully, and rather than rather than aggressively trying to fight my way to the top of the temple, I tried to do it diplomatically. She looks as though she is weakening. This is the lie. And that her protection over the island may be waning.
There are many bobbed heads and agreements like this. Oh, yes, that makes sense. Of course. It's been a long time. She's been there for ages. They will tell you that the priestess creates a light near the ruined town, near the ruined temple that is visible from way up here on a ledge. Whenever someone comes by the waterfall, whenever someone seems to be coming up that route, the priestess will set a beacon to alert the people up here that people have arrived.
That's good to know.
They listened rapt to your descriptions. And then one of them asks you, how is it that you speak with her, you who wear no symbol of no god? You called yourself a cleric, and yet he motions to your neck where there's just like a rock hanging. What god is that? Is that the god of rocks?
It's hard to explain, but I believe my god exists only to cleanse the world of the injustice of the White Prince, and beyond that, no more can be said of him.
By what name does your god go?
I'll think for a moment, and I will say he has not told me his name?
The nameless one. Much thought and somber consideration. One of the people speaks up. Long ago, when the Dardannes was first settled into an empire, back in the time before our ancestors fled their home, there was a great and powerful wizard. Is this your god?
Oh, it could be. It could be. I do not know his nature. The only thing he has asked me to do is to destroy the White Prince. And with that, he has granted me power. And in my opinion, based on everything I've seen, and I'll indicate the people here, destroying the White Prince can only be the act of a good god.
They all nod in agreement. Yes, yes. The White Prince is a nightmare. He calls himself that because he believes himself to be good, but we know the White Prince is a sign of death, of the pallor that comes over someone when they pass from this world to the next. Our ancestors saw their cousins, their brothers, their sisters rise from death and attack them. So we know the White Prince as the Prince of Death here.
I'll actually inquire further about that. Do you have stories from the attack? What actually happened? Did the undead who had been freshly killed rise to fight, or were the undead brought in from beyond the waves?
They crawled out of the graveyard. The soldiers that lay fallen in the streets rose back up. And from ships of corpses that were pushed ashore, mounds arose, mounds of bodies laden in the ships. They walked ashore, swarmed the city, starved out our ancestors. We tried as best as we could to throw food from high atop the mesa. Down below, supplies could not be replenished forever, and the White Prince's men slowly made their way up the mountain until we could only hold out on the butte in the last redoubt.
Thank you for telling me. This must be a hard story for your people to tell, the tragedy and pain that has befallen you.
It is the story that keeps us going. We tell it every year, every solstice, every equinox. We tell it on Astair's birthday, or on his holy days. We tell it on Verassi's holy days. We must remind ourselves of who we face, the horrors that they bring, and what we must do to stop them.
Do I know who the God of Vengeance is?
Yes, that is Velthara, goddess of vengeance.
I will ask them if they know of Velthara.
We do. We have shrines to her.
Brilliant. I was going to suggest that if it's vengeance you seek, you should worship Velthara.
Velthara will bring us vengeance. Nadinus will hide us away from the monsters as they come. A Gepa will allow us to bring our food low and will direct our arrows towards the White Prince's neck when he comes. Verassi will taint them with poisons. And Martha shall keep us safe all the while.
And I'll add, and the Nameless One will drag him to the bottom of the ocean.
And they chime in together, and the Nameless One will drag him to the bottom of the ocean.
They gotta pick a god, you know? They're flirting with them all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think
after listening... Sorry if it's still going.
Oh, I was going to say, I think that's more or less everything I have to say, unless they have more questions.
No.
After listening to this conversation, I'll go and pull Sail aside and say, that's a bit weird. Didn't we think that all of the skeletons were the White Prince's chosen or something?
That's true.
His knights serving him in death, right?
I thought they were called the Oathbound.
That's it, yeah.
Who would, I presume, have sworn themselves to the White Prince. But if what they're saying is true, then this smells a lot more like necromancy.
Yeah, this isn't some raising the dead that Astaire is granted in the name of order and, justified conquest. This is just necromancy.
This is just straight up necromancy, and somehow he's hoodwinked the world into believing him. He follows Astaire. Unless Astaire has been corrupted himself, I think the White Prince has some questions to answer.
I mean, there's plenty of clerics of Astaire where I come from, and I can't believe any of them would even consider anything like this. I doubt they'd associate themselves with him.
I'll nod in agreement. It's like, I've never heard of it either. I've never really heard of necromancers except for, like, in stories. I grew up in a small rural town, so we would only get the occasional bard, and I'll kind of, like, glance at Neal.
Well, before we came here, Archie and I were camped out for a while in this town to the west of Redport, and just across the sea was an island there called Gade Isle. And weird things on that island went on. Apparently, the whole place was run by a necromancer. Sometimes you'd see giant bats flying across the sea, harassing ships. All sorts of strange goings on. If this White Prince is a necromancer, unless things on the Central Islands are a lot different to what we're led to believe, he must be keeping it well under wraps.
I mean, the people who follow Astaire do follow Astaire, and they do worship the correct god, but it seems like he is the one who has powers that shouldn't exist if he is the chosen of Astaire. I assume he claims he's the chosen. I don't remember. That's like out of character, by the way. I don't know the exact structure of the White Prince's rule, but if he claims to be of Astaire and he does things that are very much not Astaire-like, I don't think raising the dead is lawful or orderly.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. It's strange. I can't see why why Astaire would grant his clerics their magic, if this is what their leader was doing.
I think, and this is my sneaking suspicion, that he doesn't actually worship Astaire, and I like tap my nose. That maybe he also has his own god in the same vein as mine, that is giving him powers that he shouldn't have access to.
Oh, well. Wouldn't that be interesting? Setting yourself up for conflict there, Sale. And you do think highly of yourself.
You know what? I was chosen, okay? You weren't chosen. We were all on the boat. I am the one, okay, who was chosen. That makes me special.
Chosen by Jexel to get fucked in the ass every time I try and defend my life. There's a fucking storm, my ship sinks, I get stranded on this place hunting down some ancient necromancer. Yeah, never lucky. But no, you're right.
Alive.
A great quest for the holy man Sale.
I'll also... I forgot what I was going to say. No, it's gone. It was something to do with, like... Yeah, no, it's definitely gone. Never mind.
Nice. It's gone forever.
Oh. Is there something more powerful than a necromancer? Is that something you've ever heard of?
Well, I've heard that if they want to live forever, they can turn themselves into a lich. I've heard stories of that. I don't really know what it is, but they seem to be linked. A necromancer is a human practicing necromancy. A lich is what they become when they turn their powers on themselves.
We might have to get Neal to help us to do research, because I don't know if necromancy is even holy magic, or if it's just, magic.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we really want to encourage Neal to mess around with that kind of thing?
You know what? Good point. Let's not.
He seems like the kind of guy that'd take that far too seriously.
Yeah, let's ixnay on the necromancy, eh?
Yeah. It's bad enough you summoning spirits to watch over us as we sleep.
Listen, if you complain about the ghosts, I will, every time we're going to sleep, I will find ghosts. Okay?
You better not.
One time. I did it one time.
One time is enough, thank you. Especially this creepy jungle.
I think she kind of had a thing for you, actually, because she looked at you kind of like she liked you.
Don't mess around. I already owe my soul to your god. I don't need to give up any other parts of myself.
Listen, I read in a book once that succubi exist. Maybe she's been alone on this island for a long time. Captain Winters, maybe you're the man for her.
I got nothing against Fluffy Second Sail. You go first. You can report back.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah. The party sleeps.
Yeah.
The party sleeps. The next morning, you are woken at early dawn to be brought up the butte. They tell you it is a full day to get there from here, including the climb.
Great. Is it dangerous? Link?
Yes.
Dinosaurs?
wood-
Anything else?
Yes, the monsters of the jungle are here, but worry not. We can make our way through.
All right.
The party will head out. It is the 6 hunters from before, plus another 8 as well, who are coming along for the journey. It looks like 3 of these people were going to head in this direction already, and 5 others are coming for added protection for these very important guests that have arrived. It is easy enough. They know the way, and they are very good in the jungle. They can tell they've got good scouting abilities, and they will hide the whole party when the dinosaurs come through. They will use bait if need be to lure them away, and you guys can make your way to the butte with no more harassment or problems. Just a long, hot day of marching through the jungle. The locals will move quietly, keeping conversation to an absolute minimum. No real discussions back and forth, just an onward trudge through the mountainous terrain. Unless there's anything you guys want to say or ask, we can just get to the butte.
Well, I think that night after that conversation with Sale, I'm just want to look at some of the coins.
Mm-hmm.
What does the White Prince, his face on the coins, does he look old?
Not on the coin. On the coins they have, his face is not on any of them.
All right, yeah, but I've got coins, so.
Oh yeah, no. His face always looks like 45 on all
Is
the
he
coins.
in armor?
Nope.
Is he got like a crown?
Well,
or?
you can only really see like the
Yeah,
neck
yeah.
and up, and so it's just like the profile
Yeah,
of
but
his
is he
face.
wearing like a helmet or?
He's got no helmet. He's got no crown. It's just the side profile of a middle-aged man.
Yeah.
No earrings, no nose ring, no distinguishing markings.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we walk. I don't need to say anything to them.
Yeah, you'll get to the butte, and Link will ask you to each don a hood, and he will pull out from his bag 4 hoods. He tells you that there is a secret passage inside the butte that has a staircase up so that you do not have to climb the outside. However, they need to keep the location of the secret entrance to themselves, lest one of you die, are captured by the White Prince, and interrogated after death, revealing the secrets of this mountain. They trust you, but they worry about what might happen if you are magically imprisoned, magically interrogated, magically tortured, or asked questions from beyond the grave.
Okay.
Do you
That's
each
fine. I'll do it.
consent to donning a hood?
Yep. Milram consents to donning a hood.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna surreptitiously, ideally, surreptitiously cast no alignment on him, just so I can figure out what he is. He evil?
No.
Or is he lawful?
Well, you're not gonna get anything because he's not 9th level. He doesn't project alignment.
That's true.
Oh, okay. Never
No
mind.
alignment needs a high level thing to get an alignment from.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was a thing where I could check if someone has evil.
Mhm.
Or, yeah, never mind.
Humans, normal people, elves, dwarves, etc., need to be 9th level to project an aura, but monsters can project auras automatically. Undead can project auras, all that sort of stuff. But regular people, there's too much flexibility in any individual person for them to have a real alignment until they're higher level.
Sure, never mind.
You guys don hoods. You are led around, some sort of turned around in different directions, lost your sense of direction. They walk you about for 45 minutes or so until you feel the passage from hot jungle air to cool inside air. And then 10 minutes later, they take your hoods off, and you are underground in a chamber. There is a golden lantern, like a paper lantern made out of some golden paper that looks quite old, that is held by Link in front of you that lights the way, and a similar golden lantern held by someone behind you that lights your rear side. And they will lead you to a staircase that wraps up and 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 up, all the way to the top of the butte, where you can pop out into a stone temple with wooden ceiling and palm fronds for a roof. There are 6 guards up here who seem to be ready for you, seem to be waiting for you. They have old chain mail that is not quite rusted, but it does have that look of armor that's been around for a long time. You know, little links are broken here and there. Things are torn or missing. They carry shields, and they have spears with metal tips. They also look like they know what the fuck they're doing. They look like pretty decent soldiers. Big, strong backs, bulging muscles, good athletic condition. They will walk with you into the large building, and you will be brought before Pack, the daughter of the last king of Sulfur Island. She's old. She's got to be in her 90s. She lays in a bed. What?
Is she hot?
She's 90.
Neal heard you the first time. He's just giving you a chance.
She's Gilfy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Kaiser. I ignore him.
I'm gonna step up and, as you're talking, hand her the Kaiser family book.
Lady Kaiser, we are sailors from a different place. We've seen the horrors the White Prince has wrought here. We've met your followers. We wish to be friends. We share the same goals. We've come to treat with you. To ask you for your stories and experiences of what happened when you were young, the day the White Prince came here.
Nilram passes her the book.
She looks at the book. She looks at you.
This from the keep.
Link comes beside her, takes a knee, and whispers into her ear affirmations that you are who you say you are, and that he has brought you to this place. And her head bobs very gently as she lays in this soft, cushiony bed.
Your father was a revenant, still protecting over the castle.
Her head
His
bobs
soul has
again.
been laid to rest now.
And you take up the fight? You seek to bring him down?
We do. It's as if by fate we found ourselves together with a shared goal. We all have reasons to hate the White Prince. We all now have one more after being to this place.
I'll step forward and kneel down and say my entire life is pledged to the White Prince. My friends, they're just along for the ride. Or is pledged to defeat the White Prince. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
You said it correctly now.
Ooh. Yeah.
They immediately stab you.
Roll initiative.
Link, the book, she says. And he will head to a cupboard on the side and pull out a book. It's a thick covers bound with a sort of reddish leather and then buckled with large iron straps that have been come together to a single lock. So, 4 straps that all come together to one big padlock. He steps forward and hands it to Sail.
I'm the book guy. He can't fucking read.
I'll take the book. I'll kind of take a passing glance at it, and then I'll hand it.
I'll
to
snicker
Nilram.
and put my hand out.
I'll hand it to Nilram.
Nilram will flip through the pages.
The book is locked with a big ass padlock on it.
What's the title on it?
There is no title on the book. It is just
Nilram.
bound in leather. Although Nilram, you can immediately recognize the runes along the outside. There are protective spells cast on this book. Should it be,
Spellcraft? Arcanology? I would prefer Arcanology.
Arcanology is the study of great mages past. So Give me an archaeology check, and we'll see if you recognize these as associated with any individual wizard. They are not. You don't recognize these symbols or runes as like a historical figure of note that you've ever heard of. So it's not like it's not related to any famous wizards of the past.
And I'm certain of that.
Yeah, you're very certain. Okay. If it's related to some famous wizard, it's some minor wizard who didn't even make the history books. You can make me a spellcraft check as well. Yeah. You will recognize that what are placed in here are protection runes. There is a spell that your former master was a big fan of called Repel Water. That, like, whatever is enchanted cannot be touched by water. Water will just, like, roll off of it. Originally, it was invented as, like, something you could enchant, like, a cloak with to keep it waterproof until people realized that you cannot wash it either. So if it gets, like, dirty, it's just fucking forever dirty. But people did find use for it in ways of protecting spell books. And this book is protected by such a rune, by such runes, as well as a few others that you don't quite recognize. This is definitely some sort of protected book that is impervious to water and hopefully resistant to other things as well.
And it's locked?
It's locked with a normal lock.
Oh, I'll ask them, why do you hand this to me, my lady?
It is long ago I gave up hope that I would be the one to bring the White Prince low. Long ago did I cease the struggle of preparing my people to fight him. I believe it is someone else's task. And you here, who come speaking words of our long-dead cleric, speaking of animosity towards our mutual enemy, I give this to you in hopes that you can do what we have not.
May I have the key?
Unfortunately, we lost it when we fled.
I hand it to Captain Winters.
What do you want me to do with this, Nora? Open it?
I nod.
It's not going to blow up on my face, is it?
Of course not. I say not knowing at all.
All right. I take a
he
seat. All right,
does
sit with.
that,
I stand right next to Nilram as I'm unlocking this.
I'll speak. I heard that your great wizard brought you up here and saved your life. I must commend him. That is quite the chivalrous act of him.
Mm.
Nilram shakes with excitement a little bit. I heard that his library was up here. Is it still?
She points to the book in Captain John's hands.
This was his library, huh?
It's
Give me a
what he
minute.
could bring with him.
I place the book on some sort of flat surface so I can get into the lock with my lockpicks. And I want Nilram to stand right next to me in case it blows up.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Reveal on it. You never gave me what it actually does, but I don't think it's gonna do anything.
No, there is no secret
just
door built into the book.
Okay, there might be. All right.
There's not, but you know that now.
All right, am I getting any bonus for the quality of the lock? Any negative?
It is old. I'm actually going to give you a minus 20% chance on the lock picks because it's a old, dirty, battered up lock.
I tell the captain, maybe we should wait till tomorrow when Sale can help you out.
All right. Yeah, one last day with my eyebrows intact.
And then she also calls Link and says, and the box, bring the box. And he will bring you a box that has a couple of jars that are, maybe half the size of this little tumbler here. They are thick ceramic jars with a a piece of parchment over the top that is covered with beeswax on it to make it sort of like an airtight seal, and then also wrapped with twine. There's like a little bit of an indent in it, so you can like put the beeswax cover over it and then tie it tightly to make an airtight seal between the jar and the air outside of it.
I'll ask, how would your great wizard open this book?
He used magic.
I'd nod. He used knock. All right.
What's in the jars?
Poison, a venom that renders those who come into contact with it, who are pierced by it, to be incapacitated, rendered unconscious or paralyzed.
Absolutely amazing. I'm adding it to my pack with my blowgun.
Being a rogue, you are very well versed that this is an injection poison. It works best when it is like stabbed into someone. If if they eat it, it will still work, but at lesser strength. If you like rub it on the outside of someone, it has literally no effect whatsoever. You also know when poisoning weapons, if you fight with if you coat a weapon, it's really only going to last for one round. You can't like dip your sword in poison and then like fight for 10 minutes and still have it work. So it's a, dip and then strike same round.
It's for the blowgun for sure. What type poison is it? Just in case we forget. If you won't forget, then it's okay. You don't have to tell me.
I won't forget. Well, we'll get you a little bit later.
Okay, so it's 2 jars, each one being worth weighing a pound.
Each
2
one weighs a
pounds?
pound, and each jar contains 5 doses.
Is it the same dose for a rapier as it is for a blow dart?
Yes. Which is sort of dumb, but it's a dosage-based system, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I imagine you would only tap like the tip of your rapier in, like you would a blow dart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Coat the whole thing.
Yeah, there's no need to do anything other than the very tip of the rapier. Good point, Sale.
I'll ask them.
Well done.
Are they able to make more of this? Or is this like a treasure that they've kept?
The poison comes from a dangerous creature on this island. It can be made, but the creatures are hard to find. They are hunted to near extinction now, and they are very dangerous when they are met. They wield a much more potent version than what we can distill from them. That is rare and wondrous for us.
I'll nod and say something to consider for us to come back and help you kill one.
Thank you for these gifts, Puck. May we stay here tonight?
They will let you rest here, and they will guide you all the way back to your ship just in case there are any problems along the way. As one final gift that Pack wishes to give you, she has Link bring her the cage, and in the cage is a one-eyed monkey.
Ah, even better.
That is better, yeah.
Like a cyclops monkey or a monkey that's lost an eye?
A monkey that has lost an eye, unfortunately.
Right, that's less impressive.
Well, that's cool.
Not the Cyclops monkey, no. She pets the creature through the bars, who cuddles with her hand, and says, This here is my dear beloved friend. He has kept me company these last 10 years. I am not long for the world. I wish the best for him. Please, take him on your voyage, wherever you go. Let him be my representative with you as you...
He wouldn't be happier with Link and the other villagers?
Captain, you can't turn down a dying woman's...
I'm not turning it down. I'm just
You don't seem
concerned
grateful.
for the well-being of the monkey.
That you care about his well-being shows me you are his appropriate owners.
Absolutely. All right. Well,
My
what did you say
lady.
his name was?
Go ahead.
It is a belief among our people that all pets should be renamed upon gifting. You should come up with a name by which you think fits.
Well, what did you call it? We'll give it a new name, but we wanted to hear your name.
I would not want to interrupt your naming process.
Well, you'll tell us.
It is a sacred ritual among my people. How dare you?
Must he stay in the cage, Pac? Or
No.
Will he stay with us?
I'll wait. If you uncage him now, I'm sure he will run to me. Wait until you're on your boat.
Of course.
One more thing. I'm not a greedy wizard, but when your wizard sadly died and succumbed to old age, as we all do, did he have any? Did he have any rings? You know, any robes that shimmered and never, not even one day, looked tarnished?
Yes, he has a ring that never tarnishes.
Oh shit.
May I fetch it?
She weakly yoinks off a golden band from her finger and holds it up for you.
Wow, this has worked out well.
Well, my character would know, but I assume that she's like holding it out to like give it to him, not showing me like to inspect it. Like,
I think at this moment it's actually
holding it
quite unclear. Like she is doing this is the ring he had, and it's not like all the way outstretched to offer it to you, but also like she's an old woman and her arm might not be like this is a moment.
My lady, are you offering it to me? I would like to continue his wizardly duties and dispatch of the White Prince in any way I can, and that may prove key in doing so.
I don't see how.
Do you know what it does?
It's a ring.
Is it magical?
No. It's made of gold. It never tarnishes.
Sail check.
I'll sit over the ring and cast detect magic on it.
Yeah, it's a non-magical ring.
Yeah,
It's just his gold wedding ring.
You know, give you an eye. Is it magical, Sail?
I'll be like, it doesn't. Well, I think there is something there. I'm not very good at detecting magic. I think it has some kind of enchantment.
This could be most useful. My lady, please. This could be pivotal in us dispatching of the White Prince. At least let me study it.
She gives it to you.
If not useful, I'll bring it back. All right, Norm takes it and slips it on.
Add 1 gold ring to your character sheet. Sail, roll me a D100. Don't ask questions.
Sure.
Nice gold ring. Can you explain it? Is it just gold?
Looks like this.
It's your ring. Okay. It must
Just
be
a simple golden band.
good.
It binds you to another person for all time, and should something happen, they get half your stuff.
A powerful enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Truly
powerful.
the most powerful enchantment of all.
Yeah.
What was the D100? Any news you want to give or no?
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I don't like that.
No.
Nilrim nods, gives the lady a nice big bow, and I will be sure to defeat the White Prince for you and the Kaiser family. What happened here was an abhorrent, and I want it for no other island. We remember the Kaisers.
Are there
And
others? Are there others that held out? Tell me, we have not had contact with the outside world since that day.
There are individuals who share
Alba?
our cause.
Does Alba Island
no.
still stand?
Do we know what Alba Island?
Don't think
There
we've been
was. I'm gonna
No.
explain like in the book. I don't remember it exactly, but there was an island that they talked about in the book where it said like there's a holdout there. I'm gonna explain that island and that we're going there, but we haven't been there yet, and there still might be a holdout, but we're not sure.
Pac, we will be trading with your people over the coming months, so we will provide updates on what we find out. Let you know of any other holdouts?
I may not live long enough to see those things. My time is coming soon. This may be my last
course.
year.
I understand. But your successor or whoever leads the village afterwards.
She nods. Okay.
Do you have any in the village with the intellect of a would-be wizard? Anyone who you'd like us to take back and I could train as my apprentice? He asks. Nilrim will only take an 18-int wizard. No, 17 or 18. He's looking for the creme de la creme. He doesn't want a shitty apprentice. He's looking for the brightest of minds. So if she does recommend someone, he's going to give him a test.
She thinks long and hard. I do not know the young children of the village anymore. I have not left the butte in 5 years. And before then, I spoke mostly with the adults. If you feel that one of ours may work, and they wish to go with you, you have my blessing to take one as an apprentice. But only if they wish it.
Of course. Nilrim will explain the white light that's been shining off the island and explain the rumors that they've heard and let them know that whatever the fuck that is, they need to stop doing it. Or if they don't know what it is, that we can look to see.
She nods. It is the spyglass. We use it to keep an eye on ships that come and go, see if the White Prince comes to land. We've used it to watch the channels for 100 years, well, 80 years. No one has come yet.
I nod. Link, you know of the brightest minds. Can you assemble 2 or 3 for me to test? And
yeah, cool. Link will gather. Let's see, there are
600 people.
There are 10 people in the village who, in theory, could be spellcasters. Half of those could be divine, half of them could be arcane. So that's about 5 people in the village that could, in theory, learn to use wizardly magic.
Can we roll a 1d10 for wizardly magic?
I was going to just roll a bunch of int checks and some ages to see how smart these people are.
Well, you're going to roll 5 int checks, right?
Right.
Because you're assuming 5.
Yeah.
I'm saying we roll a 1d10 as well to see how many wizards that there could be.
Oh, no, I was going to say that there are 10 people, and you want to randomize the number of wizards rather than
that for the biscuit. Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you roll me a 1d10, and then we'll see how many wizards, in theory, are available in the village.
7.
Ooh, okay.
Good.
Okay. Is there an age limit on at which point you would not want to take someone as an apprentice? Because this is 10 people. They could be grandmas at this point.
Nilrim would prefer a young lad, a nice, impressionable young lad. Okay. The max he'll take is the max he'll take is around 30. Probably 20 is where he'd really want to cut it off.
Okay. So then we've got 28 is not going to work for you. 64.
You might take a 28, but not
28. Okay, maybe 28.
Maybe 28.
3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, all right. There's someone who is a 28-year-old woman and a 17-year-old male.
Good.
Okay.
You got to give them a 40-60 if they're potential wizards, right? For their
no, 3d6.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but they can't roll a 9 or less. So 3d6 and re-roll if it's a less than a 9. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So Nilrim rolled me 3d6 that's for the 28-year-old, and 3d6 for the 17-year-old.
Losers.
Okay.
Fuck 'em.
No one passes Nilrim's tests.
No, Nilrim actually is mean to him. He berates them for their lack of intelligence and lets them know that they'll never be wizards and they'll never be smart enough to do anything useful.
As this is going on, just quickly, I want to speak to Link and say, hey Link, the reason we came to this place is because we heard rumors from the surrounding islands that something was up here. Like you said, the glint of the sun off the lens of the spyglass. Perhaps when it's out not in use, you should cover it with a tarp or leaves or something.
Thank you for letting us know. We shall redouble efforts to hide our presence. But after 80 years with no white prince, well, okay.
The seas are shifting, my friend. Change is afoot.
I feel
What's
it too.
happened in the last 80 years might not be what happens in the next 80.
Can we?
Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say, out of character, can we attempt the spell book because I would, or whatever it is, because I would like to know and plan for it going forward.
Yeah.
We're getting close to ending time.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Nick, give us a lockpicking check.
Wait, can I get a plus 15 from Sale?
Yeah, I'll give you hesitation. I assume we would get a rest and then we would.
You
try
mean
this.
moment?
Or sorry, no. A moment, yeah. Sorry.
So it's give me,
Also-
what's that give me? A plus 20, and Neal, you're taking a minus 20, right?
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
So it's a flat
before
roll.
we do this, he has unlimited amount of time to open this lock, right?
Yeah, but it's...
Are you gonna give him one check, or can we do like 2 checks?
We will do one check for doing it right now on the island to see if it's possible, and then I will do secret DM math behind and let you know if it's
That's fine.
possible based on this check if you have unlimited time.
Please, Nick. I really need this for this week.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm feeling it. I'm going low, Neal, okay?
You want low numbers.
Lower than a 65.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I
you
make
can
sure I'm
open
sitting
the
by
book.
Neal. I'm sitting by Nilram when I open it.
It does not blow up in your face.
Fantastic. I click it open. Oh.
I kiss your head. You're a genius, Captain.
Thank you. Yes. It's
No one
been
will
said.
scramble over the book.
I
Archie
hand it
will
to you.
applaud.
Thank you. It was impressive. Yes, I've used both of my skills today, climbing across a switchback and opening locks.
I would have got read magic.
Getting hit in battle, am I right?
yeah. Or getting eaten by dinosaurs, but escaping at the last moment. Another one of my great skills.
With your friends acting as guides, you can make your way back down the mountain and back to your boat, which remains unmolested in the lake. They will warn you of dinosaurs. They will keep them at bay. They will use bait to lure them away if need be. They will watch out for pitfalls. They will reset traps as they come across them. And they will bid you farewell at your boat. Please remove all the
I wanna
rations
name-
from your character sheets. Yeah, what were you going to say?
I want to name the monkey
Yeah, what are you going to name him?
Seymour.
It's a great name. Yeah, I love it. 'Cause he's got one eye. It's fantastic.
Nilram is happy with the gold ring.
This whole endeavor has been very good.
Yeah, he will cast read magic on the book.
And you will get the spells.
Based.
Absolutely. But this is where we will end our session for today. As you exit the island, you've also spent like 4
week?
days. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've spent about 4 days of hiking around in the jungle, and you've got a healer with you. So I think everyone can gain 4 HP if you were down it.
Cool.
And then we're on the boat. And when we pick up next week on Wednesday, we will follow the party as they head.
Question. I think we should do this before we end, if we are going to do it.
Mhm.
XP, because
Are you
I
close?
think
We're not-
we'll level up. Yeah, if it's
We're not. Are we going back to the base though?
well, with the new spell book, I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
force it. Yeah, because if Nilram leveled up, he gets his new spell, which then we can bring the boats. to
Yeah.
be small.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Hope we get enough XP. How much do you need?
I need like 954. Well, I really need like 1,000, but yeah.
Mm.
It's
Killed a
gonna
bunch
be
of
close.
monsters. There's gonna be quest XP. We ended
Come
the
next
Kaiser
week with
family.
a good fact too. If you come next
And
week. with a
next
good
week
fact.
with the fact, yeah, that should.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, let's do some XP calculating here. While I calculate experience points, why don't you guys vamp a little bit and talk to our viewers or amongst yourselves?
Yeah, let me
Well,
explain why. Oh wait,
okay.
we have like 2 questions that if you want to answer, them, we can
Boom.
do them now too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, if you're a part of the Patreon, you get access to a secret Discord. Make sure that you join that so you can put the questions for the cast in the area. There's only 1 question this week. Not many people asked so many, so Here is the one question: would Archie genuinely follow Sale's god, multi-class? He says. What would the party do / say if it happened? So for Archie,
I can see it happening. He wasn't really a man of religion so far, but he's never really had like a religious person to look up to. And that's kind of in his life. I could see him definitely going along with it. I feel like it fits his character pretty well to go along with that if the power dynamic between him and John and him and Sale should shift in the future.
Nilrim would be fine with it. Nilrim doesn't really care too much about deities. He's kind of focused on his self and his magics. I don't think Nilrim would care a whole bunch.
I don't think John would like it very much. I mean, I've already got 2 spellcasters. Archie's kind of my link back to home and, grounding normal person that I hang out with. So I feel like it might be a bit disconcerting if everyone started casting magic.
Sale would probably not like it. He likes Archie, but I think he likes being the only cleric of Rohi.
Yeah.
Because it gives him a certain sense of power and prestige and uniqueness.
You're a jealous type.
Absolutely, 100% jealous. That's why I get upset every time Nilrim uses his magic to help us.
True. Yeah.
I know you're calculating XP, Neal, but a couple of quick questions. Number one, have you got rid of blind fighting?
Yeah, off the proficiency list.
Yeah, so there's no equivalent to that.
Yeah, that was just it was a bad idea. I don't know why anyone would include it.
In the dark, like +2 to hit instead of the -4.
It was just like, I think just you ignored the -4 or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. Just like you can fight in darkness as well as you can in light. Or I don't remember the exact specifics, but it was basically it was broken.
Dumb.
It was broken and a little dumb.
I was gonna say, could I cast darkness on him and he could just go around like?
That would be great.
That would be what it would be.
Yeah,
it
was dumb.
Do I using the blowgun? To me, it's a bit like a crossbow in that. Do you really need a proficiency to use a blowgun?
Mm-hmm.
Use a blow dart? I think so.
Definitely.
So I'm taking because I'm a fighter. That's a -2, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, so we
Just
get
for we killed a lot of things, a lot of raptors,
Yep, we get raptor experience, we get big owl experience, we get not just discovering island, but like discovering the people and survivors on this island and the backstory that goes with it, and learning more about the White Prince and all the stuff that goes there.
We brought the book back.
We did a lot of role play too.
Yeah, there was some really good role play with getting to know the like finding and connecting with the cleric and connecting with these people. Good stuff right there.
Nilrim stayed true to character and stole a ring from an old lady because he wanted a fucking ring.
You pirated a golden ring from a dying old woman. A princess or a governess or however she wanted to be called.
Whatever she was.
Queen? Yeah, it was one of these things.
Got some allies, a lot of spells cast.
Cast them all day long. All right, everybody. Please take home 1,261 experience points.
1,261.
And if you have your 10%, which I think most of you do, it's 1,387.
It's always so awkward as a multi-class who only gets the 10% in one of the classes.
Ugh.
Nilrim has leveled up.
You are now level 5?
Nilrim is now level 5. Wizard. 20,430 experience.
Beautiful, Nilrim.
You want D6 for HP?
If that's what we've been doing.
Well, what is it usually? It's usually 4, and then we do D6. I think, right?
Usually D4.
It's normally D4, so but I think we've been... have we been doing D4 for you?
No, we've been doing D6. I'm 99.9%.
Then do D6.
Okay.
I've been doing D6. How's that fair?
You're also a fighter, okay? Do you want to roll fighter, wizard, and BOP?
No, I'm fine.
1d6 plus 1. I want a 4.
Ooh, close, but no cigar.
My HP's been not good this campaign. 14 HP.
Okay.
Do I get more spell slots? Do I get any like proficiencies or non-proficiency slots?
At 5? No.
5? Okay. I might get new saves. I don't remember, but I'll figure that out.
You actually might get a weapon proficiency at 5. Hold on.
Yippee.
Blow dart.
I've still got a spare one, so I might take it, I guess.
And then I will get you the complete spellbook and the poison
Awesome.
info as soon as we step away from the screen, and then let you
Nilrim
guys
is going to
mull
be-
it over yourselves.
So at 5th level, he gets to either choose a spell or get a few random ones. We've been doing every other. So at 5th level, Nilrim gets to choose a spell, and he's going to be choosing his own custom spell that he made, which is Nilrim's Ship in a Bottle.
Excellent.
Yeah, there you go.
You will get your next weapon proficiency at level 6, not 5. So next level, you get a weapon proficiency, Nilrim.
And then non-weapon proficiency is at when?
Every
then?
3.
Oh, that's every 3. So I get
Yeah.
that as well at 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Coolio.
That's it.
That's it, everybody. Remember to sub to your favorite streamer or to all of them, and join the Patreon
Check
for
out the
questions.
Patreon. Go to the Koibu subreddit for the post-stream discussion.
Yeah, make sure to join the
Yes.
Patreon. Patreon.com/tidesofdeath. It helps us pay for the episodes, and you get access to a secret Discord. You get your name scrolling through the screen and stuff, and you get to ask questions if you're the $5 tier. So check it out. Thanks.
Cool.
That's it.
Bye-bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
watching, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
The